bear with us, folks. We got some technical difficulties.
What's going on?
Something's going on with the audio recording.
Federal grand jury in Washington, D.C. on Friday approved the first charges in the investigation led by Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Charges are still sealed under orders from a federal judge, with plans were prepared Friday for anyone charged to be taken into custody as soon as Monday. The charges are unclear. It's coming, son.
Anything I can do, man?
Reloading the program.
Who dat?
You know what? Fuck it. Fucking computers, man. They're taking over the fucking world, man.
What's going on?
I don't fucking know. Bullshit fucking computer.
Is it not recording?
Won't fucking load the audio, something or other. But you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do it live. I'll write it, and we'll fucking do it live. God damn it. Fucking computers.
It's not recording?
Terminator 2 bullshit.
So what does that mean?
The audio's not
Can
recording.
people still hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us just fine.
We'll just have the YouTube video.
Oh, yeah, it'll just be the YouTube video. And then eventually I'll fucking rip the audio and then put it up. But it's such a fucking pain in the dick. These Arnold Schwarzenegger-looking robotic motherfuckers. God. With that being said, folks, it is time for your Kentucky Hot Brown Boys podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. In the studio with me tonight, as always, two of the coolest fucking dudes that I know. He is my right-hand man. He sits on my right hand. Or he's my right-hand man. Motherfuck, man. It's fucking Dusty B.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Damn it, man. What a fucking week, dude. What a day. Like, this day has just fucked my whole week, man.
Has it really?
Oh, my God. First, now this fucking computer bullshit. Earlier today, I can't beat fucking UFC 2. Bitch keeps fucking putting me in an arm bar. Bunch of bullshit. My week was going great till like 5 minutes ago.
Don't you hate when you get stuck just like at a game? Like, at a part of the game, you just can't beat it?
Dude.
Or, like, can't figure it out?
Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. I got Mirror's Edge fucking Catalyst from the library, thinking, oh, fuck yeah, the original game is cool as fuck. Started playing this one, and it's dumber than fuck. Like, it's stupid as shit.
Oh, they ruined it?
Yeah, they fucking ruined it. Like, it looks cool. It's fucking retarded.
I never liked any, like, wrestling games or
dude, the UFC game's fucking brutal, dude. It's bad as fuck. It looks like you're watching a fucking real UFC
I've never
fight.
played it.
It's good.
I just never liked the controls of the games.
It's like they did good with this one. They did really good.
I always just seen the glitches of it.
Yeah, like
the
old wrestling games got fucked up controls and like you gotta do all this weird shit to do the moves. It's like
this one's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's pretty simple, really. It sucks though because you're like, well, if I was in that situation, I'd just do something else. Well, if it's not in your move set, you can't do it.
Okay. So each fighter has a certain set of moves.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of like it goes with their fighting style. So.
Right.
Well, the cat's out of the bag. You guys know who else is fucking here? Cuckboy extraordinaire, Brucifer Leonard. You should have dressed up as a devil.
Right.
Could have called you Brucifer. That'd have been great.
Yeah.
So you gonna drop the bomb?
I've been getting a dearth of nicknames lately. I don't know.
The dearth?
What's up with that?
The dearth? What the hell's the dearth?
Like a bunch. Like a gaggle.
Like a cuckold?
No, not exactly.
Oh, okay.
You need a thesaurus.
A thesaurus?
Yes.
Yeah. I used to have this really badass thesaurus. It was like a rhyming
for rapping?
Dictionary.
For rapping? Really? They make one for rapping?
Yeah, they used to have I'm sure they still do.
Did Eminem write it?
Rhyming dictionaries.
Yeah, it was a rhyming dictionary. And all
if you're
kinds
writing some shit and you can't think of something that rhymes, there's a book that has all these words.
That's titties.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You look up the word, whatever you're trying to rhyme, and
it
then
references it?
Yeah, it tells you every fucking word that they know of that rhymes with it. It's pretty cool.
What about orange?
There is none, apparently.
You gotta make shit up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. So one thing that I meant to talk about last week, but I didn't get a chance to, that I think is kind of interesting, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it.
What's that?
We all know Hugh Hefner died, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's everybody fucking knows that. Now that he has passed away, they have signed their first transgender model.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen pictures of this chick?
I have not. I've seen like pictures.
Well, you know what I've heard though.
What have you heard?
That they already had one.
Then why are they making a big deal about it now?
There's already been.
Wilkinson?
There's already. No, I heard. I don't know if this is true or not, for 100% fact. But I've heard that there was already some. This is just the first one that they're being open and honest and saying that this is a transgender. But apparently they've had at least one before. Really? You're like, oh wow, dudes were already spanking onto it. They didn't know.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, they had China.
Yeah,
I mean,
China,
right? She's close to a man as you could get.
Yeah, without actually having a dick.
Right.
Oh, she's got a little one because all the steroids. Man.
But I don't know if that's true. I just heard or someone said that. I saw it on a conversation
on YouTube.
No, like in a group. People,
gotcha.
A bunch of people were talking.
Yeah, it may or may not be the actual first, but it's the first that they've come clean about.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the first. It's the first that they're saying, "Hey, this is a transgender." And have you seen them? They look like Kardashian.
Yeah, she looks good.
When did?
Not gonna lie.
When did she get the?
She looks like Kim Kardashian.
Who knows? Who cares? She got titties, son.
Well, I just wanted to know, like, how long has she been, or how long has she been transitioning?
You always have those fucked up scenarios, those theoretical fucking questions.
Like what?
Like there's one right there.
Yeah, I just
what if you
like
were dating someone, and like you're getting ready, or let's say you were gonna do it, and you're doing it, and you actually put it in,
right?
And then she says,
"Hey, I was born a man."
Right. Do you stop?
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'm saying, do you stop or do you keep going?
No, I just keep fucking going.
He's like, fuck it.
Fuck it. I mean, if you're already
at that point, I'm
don't check it.
exactly.
Don't check it. Don't check it.
I'm already there.
It's hockey. Don't check it.
Yeah, fucking hockey games going on right now.
Yeah, don't check it.
It was hockey, but it just says watch all the fucking premium games.
Okay, because mine just popped up, and I saw it was NHL. Like, don't check it,
Yeah.
because the game just started.
Yeah. For anybody who gives a shit, the fucking Predators are playing right
You
now.
guys are. I think it's crazy how fast you became hockey fans.
Oh, dude, it's a fun fucking game.
Like last year, this time, you didn't give a fuck about hockey.
No,
we were sitting here doing this show, and you didn't ever mention it.
No.
And now you're like, there's a game on right now, the hockey game. Don't look at your phone.
Don't check it. Don't check it.
Don't look, man. Don't ruin the score.
Speaking of sport, did you watch that fucking game the other night?
The Dodgers and
dude,
Astros.
I gotta say,
game, dude.
Is that
was one of the most
Series?
Exciting baseball games I think I've
Dodgers and the Astros?
Yeah, Dodgers.
No, but I'm saying
no
that was one of the most exciting baseball games
awesome.
I think I've ever seen.
It was awesome.
Like that game was fucking crazy. Like,
dude, I did not know.
I can't believe that I thought sitting at home, I was like, is he really pulling this pitcher out of the fourth inning?
Yeah.
You're like, analytics and all that bullshit. It's like, dude, this is going to fucking backfire. And if it did.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, it's like, why would you do that? That guy had 7 strikeouts and was pitching good.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, he just pulls him out in the fourth inning because he's got some Japanese guy that's supposed to be real good against right-handers, and right-handers are coming
You Darvish?
No, it was the guy out of the bullpen.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jarvis is starting tonight.
He's starting
right?
tonight.
He's pitching right now.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's crazy.
Was it Verlander that pitched the other night?
Yeah, but Verlander pitched all the way into like the 8th inning.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but they pulled their pitcher out in the 4th, and they wound up having to use all their fucking relievers, and that's what happened at the end of the game. Was they were down to the end of the bullpen.
Luckily, they had a rest.
He tried to pull his closer in to get 6 outs.
Yeah.
And the guy was on second base already from the guy in front of him. And then that guy got knocked in, and then another guy hit a home run.
Yeah.
And it was like tie game.
Yeah.
And you're like,
what he was, I think he was thinking is like, well, at least we got a rest day coming up, or like, was it 2 days they were off for 2 days? Or
no, they're only off for one.
1 day, yeah.
But the point being, like, I don't care what the number is. You know, that shit might work in a regular season. You know, it's like, dude, you're in the goddamn World Series.
Yeah.
You need that pitcher to pitch the fucking 6th inning if you can.
Dude, I hope the Astros win. Nothing against the Dodgers. I mean,
that was a big mistake because, like I said, he burned all of his pitchers, and then they only have 1 day off. And now all those pitchers are going to be strained. If Darvish can't pitch tonight, like 6 or 7 innings all the way to, you know.
They're planning them too, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I hope not. Like I said, I want the Astros to win. But dude, did you hear when
I just never seen.
Did you hear how the
like
Astros got Verlander? Did you see it? Like, you know, it was like right at the end of
the trade deadline.
It was like 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Of like the trade deadline, and they got him.
Are we talking Justin Verlander?
Yeah, like Kate Upton.
I was gonna say, isn't like somebody famous fucking him?
Yeah, Kate Upton.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, I've seen that dude's dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was at the game the other night.
Gosh, she's so sexy.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
But
you think
I just had never I never saw anything like that.
Yeah.
It was like he was like he's pulling, and the pitcher was in the fucking dugout throwing shit, and he was mad.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'd have been pissed off too. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Did you see the traffic jam after?
No.
Dude, the fucking traffic jam after the game was fucking insane, dude.
Los Angeles is crazy.
Dude, it was just fucking nuts, man.
They say if you live there, like, you got to plan sometimes, like, you got to leave
2
hours early for work.
2 hours early, yeah.
To get to work on time, you got to leave 2 hours early.
Rogan and Joey Diaz were talking about that today in our podcast, and like how like there's like people out there that pop they fucking take what is it, the medicine, not the meds that prevent you from like panic attacks and shit like that, whatever it is.
Right.
Because the traffic makes people
because traffic just makes people crazy, so they pop them before they go into traffic. It's like, holy shit. Joey Diaz is like, yeah, man, I'll take like 5 fucking like edibles, like the weed gummy bears, like 2,000 milligrams of THC before I get into traffic. I'm like, holy shit, they just baked as fuck driving in traffic, man. Like,
yeah, but you're only driving 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bumper to bumper.
Yeah,
it's not like you can wreck.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
That's the one thing about going out there. Like, man,
unless you're in Nashville
and you fall
and
asleep
an
at the
Uber,
wheel. Yeah.
and you fall asleep and get rear-ended.
It's like, man, I gotta go out there, but I don't want to.
Yeah, and you get charged
like,
$40.
Who wants to fucking live in that shit?
Yeah, dude, fuck that. They were talking about moving too. It was funny. Joey Diaz was like, Joe Rogan asked him, he's like, so where would you want to move? And he's like, Joey Diaz is like, it blew me away. He's like, either Colorado Lexington, Kentucky. Holy shit! Joey Diaz is actually talking about moving to Lexington, Kentucky. That's
why?
Pretty
Did
cool.
he say why?
He never said why. He said Colorado and Lexington, Kentucky. I was like, huh, that's kind of cool.
Why Lexington? That seems so weird.
I know.
I thought so too. It's not even like a city. It's like a big town.
It's just like a big town.
It's a college town. Though.
Yeah.
So there's shit happening. But I'm saying it's not a city.
There's
only one city in fucking Kentucky. That's Louisville.
Louisville, yeah.
Like, that's the only real city.
You know
the rest of them are big towns.
You know the last call in Louisville is 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is like 2.
No, I used to do comedy in Louisville all the time. That's where I started, working professionally, and I would do weekends at the Comedy Caravan. And they're open after the show's over. The fucking bar's open till 4.
Yeah.
And they got this thing where you call these dudes if you're drunk. You call this number, and these dudes come with one of those fold-up scooters.
Oh, really?
They'll fucking buzz up on that scooter, put that scooter in your trunk, and drive your car home.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That's cool.
It's like a drunk Uber, you know.
Huh.
But they drive your car.
That's a good idea.
They take the scooter, they put it in the trunk, and then they drive you home. And
that's
then
cool.
They drive off in that scooter.
Why the fuck we didn't think of that?
I know. That's like a genius idea.
It really is.
Yeah. No, it is.
That's
I always thought if you get drunk somewhere, call a tow truck.
Yeah.
Have them tow your fucking car home and ride home with them.
You have your insurance cover it. Like that one time. Like your insurance covers one tow. Like, oh man, I used my tow that one and I was drunk. That would suck so bad.
Your car's broke down and I can't get a tow because I used a drunk tow.
Or shit, drunk tow. Yeah. That'd be so shitty.
That would suck. I couldn't tell you how many times I've had to like have somebody come pick me up because I was drunk somewhere and left my car. And then like it bothered me so much that every time I've done that, I've like sobered up and then got to ride back out to my car and drove back.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Yeah,
I've driven drunk so many times. I shouldn't have.
There was one time,
and I'm not condoning it, and I shouldn't have never done it.
Yeah,
but I always drove, always, like no matter where I was at, what I was doing.
There was one time
I never crashed or
times.
killed anybody or done anything like that. But like I've driven, fuck.
Are you a member of DAM?
Was it Drunks Against Mad Mothers?
Yeah.
No, and I said I don't condone it at all. But like most of my life, I fucking was like, I'm wasted. I gotta go home. I'm fucking to drive home.
I'll tell you, my buddy.
My friend Raphael one time was like, he was so drunk. He had a big old Cadillac, old kind, big fucking giant boat. It was gold. And he was wasted. Then we went to Ybor City in Tampa. And he was wasted. My girlfriend was like, hey man, we shouldn't drive home with him, you know, whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm fine. He's like, give me an eye patch.
That's awesome.
He just got in the car. He's driving on the highway.
He's drunk with an eye patch on.
He's like fucking weaving around.
That's a genius idea, really.
Yeah, it was put an eye patch.
Give me an eye patch. So he's already fucked up, and he's got an eye patch on.
It's so he won't see double, man.
It's like a drunk pirate driving a big gold boat.
Oh man, it
was hilarious, dude. And she was scared to death the whole time, and I was just like, whatever. Man.
You made it home. You're still here today.
But you know me, I don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
That's funny. You said something about a drunk pirate. I had a joke last night. Angie had a trunk or treat wherever she teaches at. And there's a dude that she works with. He's got one leg, and Angie was like, "Oh, such and such ain't gonna tell us what he's dressing up for as the trunk or treat." And I was like, he ain't dressing up as a pirate.
That's like a
Long John Silver.
Yeah. Angie was like, "No, why would he?" I'm like, "Cause he's got one leg." And she was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." I'm like, I mean, that sounds like a missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, let me think.
Where do you find the actual peg, though? Like,
yeah, you know.
I mean, if you've got one leg,
I guess
a hook for a hand, or an eye patch, or a bird that sits on your shoulder all the time, you're pretty much a shoo-in to just naturally be a pirate. Like, you don't have to try. It's crazy.
I thought it was funny.
But hey, Bruce, you asked the question. I got to go back to this. If you were with somebody, and you were already in them, and they told you like, "Hey, I was born a man," what would you do?
Well, I asked you the question.
I know, and I'm asking you. I told you I wouldn't give a shit.
I guess I'm with you at that point. Like, well, I'm already committed. Yeah. So,
well, here's the thing. I mean, when you're, what is it? The thing is, like, when girls transition into guys, it's a little bit easier because ever seen like the transformation photos of a girl transitioning into a guy?
They're kind of hideous looking.
Well, I mean,
not gonna lie.
Well, I mean,
it's like, man, that's a nice set of tits, but that fucking facial hair's gotta go.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what was I gonna say? But it's easier for a girl to transition to a guy from a guy to transition to a girl.
Hold on, you say it's easier for a girl to become a boy?
Yeah, on the body it is. Besides, minus like the tits and stuff like that, because when you take testosterone's a little bit stronger than estrogen. So I mean, when they start like their facial structure even starts to change a little bit, and they start getting facial hair and stuff. Like you've never seen like transition photos or like what? This is when I started taking steroid hormones and things like that.
Right.
I mean, I think it's easier, but when like if a guy wants to transition to a girl, they usually got to do it before puberty. Because if they don't do it before puberty, they're fucked. Well, not fucked, but you know.
I mean, tell it to Caitlyn Jenner, bro.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like their voice and things like that. So
I mean, I understand that.
They've already gone through puberty, so it's harder for them to transition.
I would think it'd be easier for a man to become a woman by the sense of having a penis or having a vagina.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know lots of chicks that ain't got tits.
Yeah.
But they got a vagina.
Yeah.
You know.
I always thought it would be easier. Not saying it's like easy, because it ain't easy at all, but.
Oh, it's pretty fucking easy, really. They just cut the penis down the middle. They flip the motherfucker inside.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've never.
It's a very fucking thought of that.
I've seen some fucking weird
I know,
videos.
That'd be really, really painful.
Like, keep the sharp objects away from my genital area, please.
Well, I think they said. I even think they said like it could get
even people that get
wet.
Pierced and shit. It's like, dude, why would you like keep the sharp shit away?
I knew a dude who had his ball sack pierced.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Ball
it's
sack?
Like his actual ball sack.
No, there's people like that, or what do they call that
thing?
The other thing, the Prince Albert or whatever. They like when they actually pierce their fucking junk.
The junk.
But it's like, dude, why would you want some?
Like the ladder? You ever heard of like the ladder?
Jacob's ladder? Yeah.
Like how could he fuck with that? Like that's gotta hurt. That's gotta tear. Like. You think that tears?
I don't understand any of that shit.
I mean, that shit's flexible, but that shit would tear. I mean,
remember
metal, man.
Remember the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow?
It was like super tight. It might tear.
Really?
Do you remember that?
I don't think so.
It was like a circus. Sometimes they went on Lollapalooza and shit. But it was like freak show. It was called Jim Rose's Circus Sideshow. It was like all people that did crazy shit. Like dude would like hold a C. He had his junk pierced. And he'd like fucking hold like
he'd hold like a barbell
C
or
block.
something.
Yeah, like a C block.
Yeah.
Fucking hook it to his cock and be like swinging it around.
Would it be a C block or a D block?
It was like I never understood shit like that. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like
would he actually like? Would you see it like
I saw
hooked to his dick?
I saw.
Yeah, he could just be wearing a harness.
But he's behind like it's like a sheet.
Oh well, fuck
no, but it's real. I saw like a documentary about him, and they showed all these guys.
Yeah.
One guy's like tattooed up like a snake or a lizard.
They got their tongue split.
Like, he has tongue split. He's like doing.
What I don't get is like
shit.
People who gauge their cheeks.
And then
How
dude like
do you
walks
eat?
lays on broken glass and shit. You know, fucking does all kinds of, just weird shit.
Yeah.
That shit's like fairly easy, like laying on a bed of nails and shit.
And walking over top of broken glass.
Yeah, it's all about like weight distribution and shit like that.
Still, it's like, well,
I think it'd be worse to walk over like a bed of Legos.
I saw a concert once. I saw the impotent sea snakes, and they fucking hooked these dudes up from their holes in their back.
Oh yeah.
They hook hooks on them, and they raise them up.
Yeah.
And they were like hanging there by the flesh of their back, like the Hulk show.
Yeah.
Right.
They'd walk by them, like push them.
There's chicks that are into that.
They'd swing and shit.
Yeah.
No, but
but they have the hooks on their back, and they weave like ribbons and shit.
Right, but I'm saying it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like who's into that?
Yeah.
Like,
I cringe when I see it, dude. I cringe. I can't. I was like,
no, that's what I said. I was like, dude, this is fucked up.
Yeah, it's weird.
I would never do some shit like that.
Like I said, like
there's
the
a whole
gauged
culture
noses or like gauged cheeks. I don't get it.
No, what I'm saying is
I like gauges,
but that's my point. Is like there's a whole culture of people that are into that shit.
Yeah.
It's like I don't understand.
Well, they said
people
like
with lots of tribal tattoos.
Yeah, well,
ain't
they
even
say
in a
like
fucking tribe.
tattoos used to be like the crazy thing for people to get.
Oh, now it's fucking common, man. Now
it's
school teachers
common.
got
yeah,
them shit.
so it's like they're like, well, fuck, we can't just get tattoos now and that's it. They got to take it to like the next extreme because
they got to take it to a hoe nutta level. Got
you ever seen the dude that wants to be a cat?
Like he's like got
his face is all tattooed up, and he had like plastic surgery, so
he's got big fat lips and shit.
Yeah, he's like whiskers and shit.
Yeah,
like, dude, no, I swear to God, dude, there's people like that.
Does he got like the fucking?
He wears contact lenses, so his eyes look like fucking cats.
Does he lick himself?
Probably
when he's at home, yeah. I mean, who fucking knows? It's like the people you said like to act like babies and shit.
Yeah.
Like
that shit's just
shit in a diaper weird. And change me. Like fuck that.
Fuck that. You're a grown ass man.
Or people that say that they're not a person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're like, I identify as a dog. Yeah. And they fucking act like a dog. Like what the fuck, dude? Fucking what is this shit?
On Tuesdays and Saturdays, I identify as a dog.
Yeah. It's like. It's just fucked up.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I gotta be a human.
Yeah.
Or after that, I'm a dog.
What Furbies or whatever?
Yeah.
The
Furries.
The people that dress up in the like mascot suits.
Yeah.
They have like fucking meetings and like orgies.
There's what creeps me out are bronies. There's a guy that we used to work. There's a guy I used to work
with.
What's a brony? My old job. Okay, you're like My Little Pony.
Are you fucking serious?
So no. So
they're grown men that are into My Little Pony.
You can't be serious.
No, dead fucking serious. There's a guy that I used to work with at Pomeroy.
We're related to a brony.
He's a brony. Yeah. Well, he's not. I don't think he's this extreme.
Well, how into it are they?
So, so what I've heard is that so my buddy Joe that I used to work with at Pomeroy, he was like, he'd watch the show My Little Pony, and I'm like, I gave him shit for it. I was like, dude, that's the lamest shit ever because it's like a little girl show. And he's like, well, it's pretty good. I was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're watching My Little Pony.
Might as well watch Strawberry Shortcake.
Yeah. So he's like, okay. So anyways, he printed out like a My Little Pony thing and like hung it up on his corner of the wall and the broom closet he used to work in. So like one day this guy, I can't remember his name. Anyways, what the fuck was his name?
Anyways,
yeah. So he came in and he's like, "Oh, Joe." He's like, "You watch My Little Pony?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." And like he was like, "Oh, that's so cool." He's like, "I'm a brony too." And Joe's like, "What the fuck's a brony?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't know what a brony is?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "It's like a guy who's into My Little Pony." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Well, we have like meetings like."
Real secret society.
Yeah. He's like, so we have meetings on the weekends at this arcade, and they have brony days, and it's every Saturday at this arcade.
Oh my god!
And like, he's like, I'm like vice president of it, and we're like, whatever. So like somebody told me like they saw him at this arcade, and like he dresses up as like a My Little Pony character, and like he carried like a My Little Pony stuffed animal around, and like that's what he does. And, like, this guy drove...
And you think fucking juggalos are a fucking threat.
Right? And this guy drove a scooter around. And,
did it have a tail?
Like a Vespa?
Yeah, it was a Vespa, but it was, like, the color of his My Little Pony. And he had a My Little Pony helmet.
Can I get this Vespa in sky blue?
So, yeah. So he got... And the fucked up thing is he got in an accident. Somebody hit him in this scooter.
Why, he was dressed up?
Well, the scooter he was on his way into work. I'm like, how the fuck can you miss a dude on a My Little Pony scooter and fucking nail him?
So anyways, he probably stared at him going, what the fuck? Bam!
So like, the dude broke both of his arms. So he came into work with both of his arms broke, dude. It was like the funniest fucking shit ever.
Like Splash? You ever seen Splash?
No, I've never seen Splash.
With Daryl Hannah?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lawyer or some shit.
Eugene Levy's always getting fucked up by the end. He's got like the cast. It's like it's a fucking suspended up by a bar and shit, and he's all like rickety.
Rookie of the year type shit.
But dead serious, dude. It was the funniest fucking shit ever. Like, he was an actual brony. It was like...
So they meet at an arcade.
They meet like...
And they dress as My
Little Pony characters.
And I'd like to go see that.
And they just hang out and play video games and just talk about My Little Pony and stuff.
Dude, like, we need to go and like just like as a like a documentary kind of thing. Like so just go and talk to him.
This dude met a girl online.
Seriously,
moved out to California. It was like dead serious. Like it was straight out of like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, this guy actually met a girl.
He met a girl online. Yeah.
I always thought bronies were like closet case homos.
No, they say they were closet case like pedophiles because like they say like they always talk about like how they love muffins and stuff like that. They're always like, look at those muffins. It's like creepy. They call them like pedophiles. They're like pedophiles.
First of all, the whole scenario is fucking creepy.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So we were like,
right before you even mentioned pedophilia, it's already pretty fucking creepy.
Right.
Yeah. It's
like,
weird.
There's something weird is going on here.
We should get a brony on the show in full costume.
But no, it's the same as the fucking Furby or furries or whatever.
Furries,
it's like it's not just like isolated they got fucking groups and clubs.
Yep.
Like there's not just like one or two of these people.
There's like
a lot
millions.
of them.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a million bronies. There's a subreddit on Reddit for bronies.
Hypothetical question here, okay? You've got a giant cruise ship. It's got bronies, juggalos,
furries,
the otherkins.
Otherkins.
Yeah, the otherkins, those are the ones that identify as animals.
Right, the ones who want to be dogs
yeah.
and shit.
The furries are just the ones that dress up like animals.
Gotcha.
And you've got the alt-right. You got all 5 of those groups.
And Antifa's got to be on that boat, too.
Okay, we'll say Antifa, too. So you got those 6 groups. You got Antifa, Nazis, otherkins, furries, juggalos, and bronies. Okay. Which group do you save? You can only save one.
Honestly, I'd probably save the juggalos.
I would save the juggalos, too.
Woo woo!
The dead serious. Wouldn't you, Bruce?
Throwing out 3 liters of Fago.
Yeah.
Could float on that.
Yeah.
I mean, when it boils down to it,
yeah.
I think the FBI has got it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they need to be looking into some other groups.
Bronies
yeah, you know, I'm
yeah.
into the juggalos. I got nothing against them.
Yeah.
I would save juggalos.
I mean, like I always said, I don't have anything against the juggalos. I just laugh at them. They're silly.
Yeah, a lot of them do some funny shit.
Yeah, like put their hand in like a saw and get
like, woo woo!
Help me, fam!
I get some strong ass Percocets now.
Yeah, exactly. Like they hurt themselves on purpose to get pills.
Oh, God. That picture just makes me cringe just thinking of it.
He's like, no.
He's throwing up gang signs all the time.
This is gonna sound funny, but I need you to do this for me. All right? I'm gonna put my hand in the car door.
Yeah.
I just need you to close it.
I've heard of a dude
real hard and fast.
I've heard of a dude doing
look,
that.
I can't do it myself. I just can't.
Yeah. There's a
all
guy.
right. On 3. It's like 1, 2. Ah!
I used to go to high school.
All right.
His brother did
Percocet.
that. His brother did that. He cut his finger off on purpose
What?
so he can get pain meds. Yeah, dead serious.
Was he a junkie?
No, I've heard of people hurt
Oh,
themselves
that sucks.
all the time
just to get pain
pills.
meds. Yeah. It's fucked up.
I would rather just lie about it,
Right.
and just go to the doctor and be like, "Yeah, doc, my fucking finger hurts like really bad.
Right.
Don't touch it.
Severe pain in my foot.
Yeah. My ass hurts. I've been hanging out with bronies.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
No, like I said, that's actually a common occurrence. People hurt themselves. on
Well,
purpose.
people.
Yeah.
It's common for any drug addict to go to the hospital for any number of reasons. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one thing to go there and, like I said, try and make up a bunch of bullshit excuses. It's another thing to like
Have a
fucking-
bone sticking out of your arm,
legitimately
like, I
on
think
purpose.
this is hurt.
Slam your fucking hand in the car door or something on purpose so that they'll give you pills.
I think it'd be funny if somebody did it like live on Facebook or live on YouTube, and then like they were like, "Yeah, watch this. We're gonna live stream this whole procedure. We're gonna show you how to hurt your hand and go to the hospital and get pills." And then like
Like a documentary.
as they walk into the hospital, dude sitting behind the counter is fucking washing it. Like, holy shit, they're coming here. He's like, guys, I'm watching you guys like right now.
That'd be so funny. That's like everybody's gathered around. It's like, look at this shit. And they just look up, and then there they are.
Dude's like
That'd
looking
be
at the computer, looking back at him. I'm like, holy shit. That's fucked up, man.
Like, holy shit, I'm a star now.
A lot of places like that, especially in states like this, Kentucky or whatever, like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
It's like the local hospital knows all the junkies. You know, like they know them as soon as they walk in.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, here they come again. It's like
you can usually identify them pretty easy.
Tommy Joe fell down the steps again. I see.
You can typically identify them. It's fairly easy. They got a hatchet man tattooed on their neck.
Yeah, exactly. No, but you know what I'm saying is
Right.
all the people in the doctor's offices and the fucking hospitals, they know who they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, they give them all like if
see
you
what's
overdose.
do you see what's going on now?
What
They
with
fucking arrested an
the-
executive finally. They were making a fucking spray where they had
A pharma bro guy.
yes,
Yeah.
no, not Farmer Bro. This guy's an older guy. He's a billionaire.
It was for
I just mean like a pharma
it's
bro
like a-
type
No, but
of
they
guy.
were making this spray, painkiller spray with it had fentanyl in it. It was for cancer patients. But they started paying doctors to prescribe it to people who didn't have cancer.
Damn.
So they had a racket going. And
did you watch that?
They busted him. Then he's on trial right now for racketeering and all kinds of shit.
Did you watch the press conference of Sessions today?
No, but one of the attorney generals quit.
Oh, no shit, really?
I just saw a picture of Trump.
Like a state attorney general?
No, the former acting attorney general.
That's fucking crazy.
Said he resigned from the Trump administration. I didn't read the article. I saw it on
So,
Twitter.
like, if Sessions would have got like in trouble, he would have been the next in line? Or I thought that...
No, the guy that used to be the attorney general.
Oh, okay.
I guess. He wasn't the attorney general anymore, but he was still in the administration.
Okay.
So I guess he stepped down and was still a federal attorney of some sort.
Okay.
And today he resigned. He just quit. People are jumping shit, man. Like I said, you saw
shit's come down the line.
You saw if you didn't hear when the thing was off, charges are gonna be filed. The charges have been filed now. The first Mueller charge has been filed. By Monday, they said somebody might be in the custody.
Who do you think it's gonna be?
Manafort or Flynn.
That's it?
No, I'm saying that's where they're gonna start.
Now hold on here.
They're gonna take Manafort into custody and they're gonna threaten him with 20 or 25 years in federal prison if he doesn't flip, and then they're gonna try to get him to flip. I guarantee you that's what's going on.
Hang on, I got a big question here. This is
or Trump's son.
You got to clear this up for me, Dusty.
Because I'd really fuck with Trump. Yeah. Arrest his son.
You got to clear this up for me, man. It's been something that's been eating at me here for a few minutes.
What?
If you were fucking a chick and she told you she was born, man, what would you do, man? Would you just keep going or would you stop? I mean, honestly, would you stop or would you keep going?
Like if she had now as a vagina?
Yeah,
listen, you were in.
Yeah, you're already in it.
You're on top, and you just put it in, and she goes, well, I think that I should tell you something.
No, not even just put it in. I'm talking you've been fucking for like a good 3.5, maybe 4 minutes.
No, my initial question was like right in the beginning.
Okay.
Because you have the chance. Here's the game. You have the chance to back out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you were already fucking banging at that point, like you really might as well not stop. You're already doing it. It's not. You can't take it back.
It's already in.
Yeah, say you can't take it back.
Yeah. Well, I guess I wouldn't.
So it's unanimous here. All three of us would keep fucking a chick if she was born a dude.
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it'd have to be a pretty good-looking chick. If we couldn't tell, you know, if it was a chick like China,
you wouldn't be like,
no, hell no. Like had like the titties and like deep voice, or like. No, hell no. And had dude hands and like an Adam's apple. Fuck no.
Yeah. Definitely caught the shit before puberty.
Yeah.
You know. Like, Dusty B, I was born a boy.
Can I put carrots in your ass?
I've got some baby carrots upstairs if you're feeling frisky, bro. Like,
oh, man.
For the first 9 years of my life, I was a boy.
Finally.
What?
The Rock has come back.
No, but I'm saying after all this,
that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
After all this time, everybody think that I was crazy.
About what?
This shit is gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen.
Well, you're gonna fuck a chick that used to be born a dude?
No, people are gonna start getting arrested, dude.
Oh.
This fucking shit's coming down the pipe.
I mean, it's coming down the pipe, but that don't mean people's gonna get arrested.
It just said.
It just said a lot of things, man. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, it might, but until it happens, I'm just
gonna sit there and eat my popcorn. Like, fuck yeah, this is cool.
I just came here for the comments, bro.
Did you see what happened today? A fucking billionaire paid $10 million to run an impeach Trump ad on Fox and Friends.
Was
it? Did they run
Flint?
it?
Yes.
Was it Flint?
What?
Was it Flint? Because
no, it was some guy from California.
Really?
He's a billionaire, and he's paid $10 billion to and he ran an impeach Trump ad on Fox and Friends, which is Trump's favorite show.
Nah. That's funny.
He jumped on the Twitter like fucking different.
Trump did?
That's awesome.
Yeah, he trolled the shit out of me.
That's funny.
But it cost $10 million to do it.
He's supposed to be going to the DMZ here soon.
Who, Trump?
Mm-hmm. I read that he's supposed to be going.
The DMZ?
Yeah, that's like the thing between like North Korea and South Korea. Like the line.
The line of demarcation.
Yeah. I was like, I think you mean TMZ?
No,
DMZ.
it's the demilitarized zone.
Mattis is there. Mad Dog was there.
No, yeah, but Pence was there like
was he?
A month or two.
Really?
Ago.
But
yeah, you didn't see that. He went out there and stared.
That's what Mattis did.
Yeah, it's like.
And then did you hear like after he did it, they're like, oh yeah, they've got word like artillery and shit like that. And they're like, oh, they had to like get him out of there. They had like word that artillery was like loading up. They had to like get him out.
He's like staring. It's like, yeah, just shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah. But, you know, like North Korea plays like super just like annoying like propaganda music, and like they point the speakers like over the border towards South Korea, and it's like on a 24-hour loop.
It's like
that's serious.
That's massive trolling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
whole
24 hours.
Just trolling.
Yeah.
Keep trolling.
Right. They just play shitty music all night.
Yeah, and it's like all propaganda.
Wing, it's like Wing sings AC/DC. Did you see that?
No.
Dude, you ever seen that South Park with Wing?
Wing.
Yeah, it's like the Chinese lady that sings songs.
No.
They have an album. It's like Wing sings AC/DC. And it's like AC/DC on a Casio keyboard. And she's like,
back in brag.
No, she's going,
hit the sack.
No, she's like, back in brag. I hit the sack. Yeah, it's like, it's so fucking funny, dude.
Speaking of South Park.
She's like, let loose from a noose.
Wow.
Fractured Butthole, man. That's a good game.
You can download the demo.
Dude, Asian
people
are weird.
PS4 or Xbox One.
That Pineapple Pen song was like fucking made like that guy famous.
Yeah.
Really?
That guy like 55 million fucking
the Shebang guy?
hits or whatever. No, the guy that made the pineapple and the pen. You never seen that?
The pineapple pen.
Pineapple pen. It's so fucking stupid.
It's fucking dumb.
I haven't even heard of it.
It's dumb as fuck. You're really not missing anything. You'd be better off slam your hand in a car door and go get some meds.
But I said he's like a unknown Japanese comedian, and like, he just got famous overnight from that.
Do you think anything's ever going to happen with North Korea? I probably asked.
You know what? I don't really know because Donald Trump is not predictable.
It's just interesting. I mean, it's a really random.
I hope that the sensible people in the government.
It's just really random. We've been fighting in the Middle East for like ever. It'd just be really weird to like fight like North Korea. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
see,
really
what you don't. I mean, what people don't get is you're not just gonna fight North Korea.
Oh no, it's gonna start.
You're gonna start fighting China. You're gonna start fighting Russia. You know, like it'll be World War III.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe on a certain level that that's what Putin wants. That's why he wanted Trump in there in the first place.
Yeah.
Because why would you want to go up against somebody that knows what they're doing?
Are they losing?
Yeah.
You're fucking checking that score, aren't you?
Damn it, man.
You really are? Yeah. Like, what the...
How
no,
bad?
Wait a minute. How can you just all of a sudden become such a crazy fucking hockey fan?
I explain this, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
When I went down there back in June or whatever.
Like, I love football.
When they were doing
the playoffs.
I've been
watching it since I was 5.
Right.
Or some shit.
When I went down there back in June or May or June or whatever, and they were doing the playoff games down there.
Right.
I was right across the street from Bridgestone Arena.
Right.
And there were so many Nashville Predators fans. Mm-hmm. And like everywhere I went, everybody was just it was such a tight-knit fucking community, man. Like everybody was fucking friendly and nice.
What's Tennessee?
Like, yeah, but I mean this is like, you know, you can't walk down fucking Cincinnati and see a bunch of Bengals people all rallied together like, yeah, man, you know, we're fucking like best friends, you know. Like
I guess you're right.
From somebody coming from out of town, for me to see that kind of camaraderie, and
so you wanted to be in the club.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even have like nothing Nashville on at all, and I felt the love, dude. And then like we went down there again.
Mm-hmm. But then you put the
ago.
shirt on and holy shit!
Oh yeah, dude! Oh yeah!
Everybody said this. And the weird thing was, it seemed like no Nashville Predators fan decided to like hit the strip after the game. It seemed like we were like the only ones out there.
I mean, there were some.
There were some, but it was like everybody asked us like, "Hey, how'd the game go? Did they win? Did they win? Did they win?" And we were like, "No, it ended in a tie." Yeah. And we were like, "Oh, wait a minute! No, it didn't.
Shootout.
We missed the shootout. We fucking missed the shootout." So we thought like,
I thought they would have another intermission.
Yeah, so we did too.
So we got up and walked outside.
Yeah.
And we were like, huh. You know, standing out there like, oh, yeah, it's about time to go back inside.
No, we went to the pro shop because they wouldn't let us outside.
Oh, yeah, we had to go to the pro shop, yeah. And I was like, huh, look at all these fucking dumbasses leaving. They're going to miss the fucking last period of the game or whatever, the overtime.
And the game was over.
Yeah, we walked in, like, the whole arena was fucking empty. There was like 10 people, and we're like,
Zamboni's on the ice.
That's what shows you, though. You don't even know the goddamn rules.
We didn't at the time.
Yeah, we didn't at the time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But we
we're such hockey fans. We don't even know the rules. But we left before overtime. We thought it was over.
We thought it was going to go in overtime. We didn't think it was going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was a preseason game, so it was a little different. But, I mean, and that's essentially what it was, dude. Like, we felt the love. You can't walk down the streets of Nashville and not hear somebody yell, "Go Preds!" It's just like, it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
And actually, this happened, I think, earlier this week, maybe late last week. ESPN named the Nashville Predators the best sports franchise in all of sports. They do more for the community and like just the people of Nashville than any other sports team anywhere in the world.
Yeah, beat Yankees.
Yeah.
Beat Dallas Cowboys. It's crazy.
Beat them all, dude. And honestly, you go down there and you hear people talking like, "Oh yeah, such and such was just over fucking doing some kind of charity thing, dipping ice cream."
Right.
The crazy thing is they don't make as much as like football MLB players because
they don't.
Capped.
They got a salary cap.
Got a salary cap. Yeah. So like, they don't make as much, which is really cool. I mean,
it's kind of like the movie Basketball, essentially.
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever seen Basketball?
No.
It's like the dudes from South Park.
I know what it is. I just never watched it.
It's basically like everybody gets paid.
That's like the one bad thing that they've done.
No, dude. It's fucking great, dude. It's fucking great. But like in basketball, like everybody gets paid the same. They're not players aren't allowed to like switch teams and shit like that. And like it's all like legit, like local heroes kind of thing.
Right.
And that's kind of like how Nashville is. Like you can't. Yeah, you can get traded and shit like that, but I mean, you're not allowed to make over a certain dollar amount, shit like that. And they have what they call the expansion draft, which is like every time a new expansion team pops up, they get to draft like all the awesome fucking players from all the teams.
Yeah, that's any league.
That's why Vegas is doing so damn good.
That's any league. If the NBA starts a team, they do that too. So does fucking the NFL.
When's the last time the NFL created a new team though? Fucking Carolina Panthers and fucking.
Cleveland Browns.
Tennessee Titans were like the last new team. No, because they moved from Cleveland Browns.
I believe. Yeah, because remember, there was no Cleveland Browns for a while. They remade them. Because Cleveland Browns...
What about the teams that move?
The original Cleveland Browns are the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And then there was no Cleveland Browns. And then they made an expansion team.
So what about... So it used to be Houston Oilers, and then it was... Then they made Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
So wasn't that the last one?
It's not an expansion team. It's a move.
So wouldn't that be considered a move then?
Expansion team is when you just create a team. See what I'm saying?
So
they just moved a team. Like the Chargers moved from San Diego to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's not creating
a team.
Well,
the Oilers changed their name and changed their owners,
but it's not creating a team. That's still the same team.
Well, how did they... It's still the same team and they moved from Baltimore to Cleveland.
No. That's the Cleveland Browns.
They just changed the name.
No, there was no team in Cleveland. Cleveland Browns moved from Cleveland.
There was no team in Tennessee either.
No. No, listen. There was a team in
okay. There's a difference between moving a team and creating a team.
Houston Texans are an expansion. They replaced the Oilers.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's an expansion. The Titans aren't an expansion. They're a team that just moved.
So then what about the Texans? The Texans were a newer team.
That's what I'm saying. The Texans are an expansion team.
Okay, so they created. It wasn't the last Cleveland Brown, wasn't it? It was Texans, wasn't it?
I don't know when they created. I think they created them at the same time.
Texans were like early 2000s, though, weren't they?
I think they created those teams at the same time.
The Browns and Texans?
Yeah, if I remember.
No.
I think so.
I think the Texans are the new. I think the Texans are newer than Cleveland. Gotta be.
I don't know.
I think the Texans were like early 2000s.
You can't really call the Browns an expansion team, though, because, I mean, they did exist at one time.
No, but they had to create them again.
Yeah. Okay.
All the Cleveland Brown record books are in Baltimore. See what I'm saying? That's the same organization.
So it used to be the Baltimore Browns?
Same organization.
No.
But it's the same team.
The missed opportunity there, man. I'm just being a dick.
I don't know. We only got 2 viewers. I don't think we should be talking about sports.
Oh, really?
The World Series is going on right now.
Yeah, so
most we've had all night is 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on tonight.
Yeah. You say there's a World Series game going on. I bet you they're fucking watching the
Predators
game.
man.
Yeah. It's just the fucking way it goes. They heard about our technical difficulties. They're like, fuck those guys, man.
Oh,
it's fucking shitty. But, you
dude,
know,
I got real sad. I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast today, and it was live.
1999.
I was seeing all the viewers that they had, like 49,000. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why can't we do that? They're talking about the same shit we do.
You hear me? 1999.
Was Texans?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it was kind of early 2000s. Close to it. One was the Browns. Is that what you're checking right now?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It's hard to say. Browns suck, regardless.
Dude, I'm surprised he is not fired yet.
Who?
Hugh Jackman. Surprised he's not fired yet.
Hugh Jackman? Like the actor?
I mean, that's Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson.
Oh, I was going to say like that actor, dude.
1999. So I was right. They came in the same year. They created them both the same year.
The same year, really?
1999.
God, why does it seem like the Browns are older than
Don't they have to create 2
because
teams at a time?
Because they've always been the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
So it seems like they've always been around, even though there was like 5 years that there were no Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. In 1996, the Ravens moved from Cleveland Browns, became Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, okay.
And then in 1999, so 3 years. For 3 years, there were no Cleveland Browns. And then in 1999, they made them Cleveland Browns again.
So, is that what happened between like the was it Paul Brown?
What?
Who was the owner of the Browns?
Paul Brown.
Yeah, and then
he started the Bengals, and then he went to Cleveland and established the Browns.
Okay, so he didn't.
Or
no, went from the Browns to Bengals.
It's opposite.
Yeah.
No, as I say, he started the Browns, Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
And then he left them and came to Cincinnati.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And started the Bengals.
Yeah.
So he actually started 2 teams.
So the Bengals are technically an expansion team.
No, they are an expansion team. They were at the time.
Wouldn't like
they weren't
anybody other than the first.
They weren't like an original AFL team. Well, no, there was 2 leagues, and then they merged.
They merged. Yep.
So there was the AFL and the NFL.
Right.
Then they merged together, and they got rid of the AFL, and they just became the NFL. All the teams. Like
and Trump got pissed.
That was the first Super Bowl when Joe Namath. They were in the AFL, and everybody laughed at them and thought they would never be able to compete. And then Joe Namath was, and the Indianapolis Colts were in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then Joe Namath made that prediction, like, "Oh, we're gonna win," you know. And then people laughed at him, and they won, and that got the AFL the respect that they needed, and then they merged together.
Yeah.
And I think that was the last AFL NFL Super Bowl, and then after that game, they merged the leagues together into one.
That's interesting.
And then they tried. Then somebody tried to start the USFL in the '80s.
Yeah.
And then that was doing okay until Trump got in.
Trump got in.
And then he killed the fucking league.
Nothing beats the XFL though.
Yeah.
That's why Trump has this fucking thing about the NFL. He's got a grudge on for him because he killed the USFL and he lost
every Sunday, man. Here comes that
and
NFL
they went to
tweet.
court. Yeah, they went to court, and so ever since then he's got a fucking.
Yeah. I will say this:
grudge on for him.
You can say whatever you want about the XFL, but if it wasn't for the XFL, they wouldn't have those awesome fucking cable-driven fucking cameras.
Yeah,
and
no,
shit.
the XFL started a lot of that film work shit.
Yeah.
Really?
The camera drone thing over the top of the field.
See, whenever time I see that, I'm like, has a ball ever hit that?
Probably.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what? I have seen it once.
Really?
I think. Yeah,
somebody
threw a fucking pass and it hit the fucking camera.
Yeah. Well, it's like indoor, like baseball, like for like, you know, Houston plays like the roof opens and closes, and I think Miller, is it Miller Park or Miller?
Tampa has a dome too.
Yeah.
And sometimes the balls will hit the ceiling.
Yeah, which park was it? Like
it's a ground rule double.
Yeah.
In Tampa, if you hit the rafters or something.
I think it is everywhere. But like one of the clubs like NASA like designed the roof, and they're like they made like some kind of not algorithm, but they made some kind of like they had some kind of like projectile like
trajectory.
Yeah, trajectory of like if like they're like, oh, a baseball would never hit the roof, and I think Stanton hit it. I want to say
there's always somebody that's going to do it.
Yeah,
they go, oh, look, can it be done? They're like, yes, it can.
But then somebody, and I think it was Stanton that did it.
So no one could ever hit a bird with a fastball like Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
Boom! Like, what are the odds of that happening?
Didn't he do it twice?
I was going to say, I don't know if he did it twice, but somebody.
It has been
done
twice.
more than once. Yeah. And you would think that that's like lottery odds. You know, that could never happen.
I always thought that was cool, man.
It just exploded.
Yeah, just feathers.
Like,
holy shit.
Pretty disintegrate. I mean, Randy Johnson had like a fucking 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah.
Dude was a beast, man.
Probably still is, man. I don't know. He was one goofy looking.
Synchron baseball is one of those things. Like my grandfather always watched it, so I grew up. When you go to my grandfather's house and he'd be watching it.
Baseball?
Reds.
Oh, yeah.
He'd watch the Reds all the time.
That was my grandpa.
Sitting in his chair, drinking a beer, watching the fucking Reds.
He always listened to, my grandpa always listened to her like on his front porch on the radio.
That was
Marty.
Yeah, I was going to say, or he'd be sitting
Marty and Joe.
Sitting on the porch listening to the radio.
My grandpa lived in Newport at the time, and they lived up at the top of the hill. So, like, when something happened, you could fucking hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was really.
He lived across the street or across the river. Same thing. He lived in Newport,
yeah.
right where the levee is now, right across from the stadium.
Yeah. So like when something happened, you'd fucking hear it. So it was like coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved listening to Marty and Joe. Well, I don't like Marty Brennan at fucking all. He's a
Why
dick.
not? Just because he's a dick?
He's a dick. I met him at Reds Fest, and he was a fucking.
Oh yeah, he's like
he was an asshole.
Like, I met him. He's a dick.
He was a dick, and everybody says he's a dick, and he is a dick. He was a prick. Straight up, like
that's funny because I
hate his announcing too.
I met Harry Callis and he was the nicest guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was really nice.
Cowboy was at Reds Fest and he was super nice. He was like a really really nice guy. But Marty Brennan was a fucking asshole. And the Nasty Boys are fucking dicks too.
Rob Dibble?
Oh, dude, they're all fucking assholes. Straight up. Me and my dad met all three. My dad was being nice, asking questions. This dude was a fucking prick. Asshole, straight up. My dad was like, fuck those guys. Like he's like, you know, like my dad was huge Nasty Boy fans. So he was asking him questions. And the guy was kind of like, whoa, whatever, and he was just kind of like move along. Kind of like did that shit to my dad, and he was just like, whatever. You know what I mean? So it was like,
let me ask you a question. Have you, besides like me, Bruce, your wife, and like maybe my wife, have you ever met anybody that wasn't an asshole?
Yeah, little Debbie.
Okay.
She was cool. No, I met
other than little Debbie.
No, I met what the fuck's his name? Ex-Bengals player.
Gene Simmons?
No, last name starts with an F.
Franklin? Forsythe?
He's a safety.
Foster.
Oh no, Fulcher.
Fitzgerald.
David Fulcher.
David Fulcher was probably the nicest like sports guy I've ever met. Like when I met him at Reds Fest, and he was like. It was really cool because me and my dad were at Reds Fest.
I heard Icky Wood's nice.
And I met Icky Woods. He is a nice guy. I met him this year. But Fulcher by far was the nicest because me and my dad were looking at like he was there for like to sign autographs for like a sports like memorabilia place, and he was sitting at their booth. And when we were looking at some stuff, my dad looked over at him, looked over at me, and we kind of walked away. He's like, "Hey, Dust, that's Dave Fulcher." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And like he ever heard us, he's like, "Yeah, I'm David Fulcher." He's like, "Come over and talk to me." And we literally sat there for 15 minutes and talked to him. And like he was like talking to him, and my dad were talking back and forth. He was like super nice. And
this was at a restaurant?
No, it was at Reds Fest.
Oh, okay.
He was at Reds Fest, and then he asked me, he's like, "Oh, what year were you born? You look fairly young." I was like 88. He's like, "Oh man, that's the year we went to the Super Bowl." He's like, "Could ever get a picture with me?" He's like, "I love getting pictures with with guys that were or people that were born in that year." And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." So I got a picture with him, and I got a picture. He got a picture with my dad. He signed his stuff. It was really cool.
Was he like, "Hey man, you like My Little Ponies?"
Gonna meet up at the Brony Club at the
you like video games?
There's an arcade down the street.
I got my costume in the trunk, man. But no, like he was probably one of the coolest guys I ever met. Like he was really cool. So
I guarantee you, if that guy became a waiter at Wings and Rings, Dustin would fucking hit him.
Gene Simmons, fuck! Bring me my onion ring.
Dave Fulcher?
Guarantee it. If he worked at
I've never met Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell he's a dick.
Yeah.
It's by the fucking...
Who would you rather have as a president, Donald Trump or Gene Simmons?
Neither. Fuck him.
If you had to pick one, if it was Gene Simmons versus Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
You know what? Gene Simmons is much smarter businessman.
He tried to copyright this, man. How do you copyright a hand gesture?
Yeah, that's true. That is a dick move.
What I wanted to know is, what the fuck did he think he was going to get out of it?
Yeah.
Like, he can't stop people from doing it.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I mean, I never understood the whole thing, but...
Yeah.
And second of all, it was proven that he didn't come up with it. It was Dio.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If I ever
Dio's wife shut him down real quick.
Yeah. If I ever had to pick a president, I don't know, man. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson or Elon Musk. Elon Musk can't.
He's not a U.S. citizen.
No, he's not U.S. citizen. I guess Tyson. Tyson. Go with Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson would be cool.
You gotta have somebody who's fucking smart, man.
Now, see, I have to agree.
Dude, Bob, when you listen to these people, like really, like the more I've gotten into politics, the more that I didn't notice how many of them there are.
Stupid.
These people that are elected to office, they're fucking, they say crazy, ridiculous, dumbass shit. You're like, where do these people come from? And how do they have so many people that will vote for them?
Hey, this time 2 years ago, you weren't into politics, and then Trump comes along, and all of a sudden you're a fucking
listen,
guy.
I'm not saying that, because I have always been into politics, but not like this, where like I'm like going all the way down to like,
you're in the rabbit hole.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm like looking at all the representatives and shit, and I'm like, dude, I never noticed how many of them there are that are just fucking stupid. Or crazy fundamentalists that say ridiculous, crazy shit. You're like, dude, where do these people come from?
Or like the people like senators and like they're all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
How do these fucking assholes?
Yes.
Like Mitch McConnell. How the fuck has he been like the longest sitting
box
senator?
turtle looking motherfucker?
But see, there's one thing. Like, there's a difference between Mitch McConnell's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
He's not
a dumbass.
stupid.
He's pretty fucking stupid.
He's not stupid, dude. You don't be where he is and not be fucking stupid. To be the majority leader, you gotta get the votes.
Yeah,
you gotta know how to play the game.
You got the votes.
You gotta know how to play the game. But
that's how he got the votes. You're seeing his fucking the donations that he gets.
Oh yeah, no, but I know that. But I'm saying you wouldn't be in that position if you were stupid. He's not stupid. Don't let him fool you. He's not dumb.
To me, he's dumb.
Mitch McConnell? Yeah.
I don't agree with the goddamn thing he says.
I don't either.
He's an asshole, 100%, but he ain't stupid.
I was a dumbass and voted for Bevin, and I hate that motherfucker.
You voted for that fuck?
Yeah, I voted for that fuck.
You fucking.
I don't know.
Now, to go back,
I admit I didn't vote for Trump, but I voted for Bevin.
To go back on your,
I regret that.
Yeah.
To go back on your Neil deGrasse Tyson as president, I do have to agree. Tyson would make a good
Mike.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson would make a
Jerry's
great
kind of president right there.
Dennis Rodman, man, we wouldn't have this issue with North Korea with Dennis Rodman as president.
That's true. That's
Dennis
true.
Rodman.
Yeah.
He come out in the dress.
Tyson Rodman.
Give the State of the Union and dress and makeup.
Tyson and Rodman. I could see like that bumper sticker. We didn't make those. Tyson and Rodman.
That'd be fucking great.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
We're gonna blow the shit out of North Korea this week. I don't care what my vice president, Mr. Dennis Rodman, has
Mike
to say.
and Dennis.
Yeah.
MD.
That was like last year. What was it? Busey Quaid.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. What would be another good combination?
I said Busey and Quaid.
Not Kid Rock,
crazy.
I'll say that.
He said he went running for Senate. It was a stunt.
It's just a stunt to promote his album or some shit.
Dude,
you know what?
Didn't work because I didn't buy his fucking album.
You know what? You know, I was talking about you earlier in the week, like how I would love to have gone to fucking Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Dude. I would have loved to have gone to Woodstock 99.
To see Kid Rock?
No, like my big thing would have been
the Mud Show.
Yeah, no. My big thing would have been like just like to see like Limp Bizkit in their prime.
You're gonna pay $20 for a bottle of water.
I saw Limp Bizkit in their prime like 5 times.
Yeah, like Limp Bizkit.
Rub it in, Bruce.
I played at a festival once with them.
Really?
It was before their
fucking
prime.
Was it Stone Temple Pilots were there? Woodstock 99?
Just about everybody.
9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails.
Red Hot Chili.
Yeah. You know what I did to Jerry? I got on Red Hot Chili Peppers page and like tagged Jerry Saylor in every single fucking. I did like 2 or 3 of them. I was going to do it, but I got distracted at work.
Dude, no shit. I'm sitting there, and by the time the third one rolled in, I sat there and I was like, if he tags me in one more I'm gonna fucking block him. I'm gonna fucking block him.
I'm surprised I've never thought of that before.
I'm gonna start sharing like Chili Pepper songs onto your page.
I was surprised I've never thought of this before. And it was just like, oh, something with the Chili Peppers came up. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tag Jerry in that. And I'm gonna click on the Chili Peppers page to see what they got. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tag Jerry in that, tag him in that. And I'm sitting there like scrolling down. I'm like, I gotta tag him in all this. And all of a sudden, a couple people came in my office. I'm like, fuck, they interrupt my tagging and Jerry and the Red Hot Chili Peppers shit.
Keep it up, man. I'll get Alanis Morissette to fucking come to your
house. Well, that's what started it. He tagged me in this Alanis Morissette. It's gonna be in Australia. Jerry was like, he posted it like, oh dude, I already got plane because he's gonna be in Australia. He's like, man, I got plane tickets booked. I got the tickets already.
Front row seats.
And I was like, this motherfucker tagging his bitch on my page. Fuck this. And I was like, kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. Fuck that bitch, man.
See? You don't like
There's
anybody.
one song that I barely like of that, and that's it. What is it like? What the fuck song was it?
This is interesting to me. Which one song?
It's one song, and I can't remember what it is.
Come on.
Jagged Little Pill's the album, right?
Yeah.
That's the only fucking album.
Yeah, is it the only album?
The only one that anybody knows.
Yeah. It was the one song that we heard in Nashville. I'm like, now this is like the only one that I actually decently...
Not to blow you in the theater.
Ironic one?
Fuck no, that's the worst one.
It's not even ironic.
Worst one, dude. Worst song ever. I hate that fucking song.
What song was it?
I can't remember, but
the One Hand in My Pocket song?
No, and that's the second worst one.
I got one hand in my pocket,
maybe,
and the other one's tagging Dusty B and Chili Peppers memes.
You know what I hate about her the most?
What?
What's that?
It's how she fucking always whips out some instrument and just blows in and out of it. Like she pulls out a flute, she's like,
and that's it.
And then she pulls out a harmonica. And then she pulls out a clarinet. She plays the same fucking three notes every time.
Fuck that.
No, but I'm saying, when you're doing that, you're like trying to pretend like you're multifaceted fucking musician, but like she just plays the same part on every one of them. You're like,
she ain't no Marcus
She
Mumford.
just blows in and out.
Yeah.
You know, like it grabs it and does what you would do if you're at a music store. Or
yeah.
like she can't fucking play it.
Like Smoking the Water badly on the guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like everybody's universal fucking like anybody.
To test out a guitar.
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, even if people that don't know how to play guitar, they know that.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like the one thing.
Yeah.
I thought I was cool as fuck when I figured out Smoke on the Water on bass when I was like 15 or 16 or something. I was like, fuck yeah, I can play Smoke on the Water, man. Nobody knows how to fucking play a song. I figured it out. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I found out how to really play it, and I was like, man, I was way off.
Similar things, like, I could pick up something and play it, but like if you said, you know, can you play this? Like, no, not really. Like, if I want to figure out a song, I just pick up the thing and I just fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
And I can figure it out by hearing it. You know, like, but I can't read a music or something.
I'm starting.
Yeah, I
don't say I'm starting to get
I
that
can
way.
read drum music, but I don't know
close.
how to read like, you know, guitar music or bass music or something. I can read drum music. If you put drum music on a table, I can play it.
I've never seen like drum like music.
It's just like any other music, except it doesn't jump lines. Like when it jumps the lines, where it tells you what notes they are. But drum music is all on one line. So, but it's all the same notes and rests, and you know everything's the same.
Gives you the beat.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I don't know if I can read drum music.
It's the same as any music. I said notes are all the same. It's like quarter notes, half notes, eighth notes, 16th notes.
Right.
And
how do you know
that's all the same.
How do you know which drum to hit?
Yeah.
Well, most of it is in marching band or something. It's all separated. So one is a snare drum part.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
got their
like
own.
there's a bass drum, you know, part, and then there's tritom part. They're all separated. There's
Like
not.
on
There's
different
not
lines?
any. I don't think there's drum set music. Like I've never seen it. I mean, there might be, but
There is.
it seems like it would be.
I was in like
complicated
middle
as
school
fuck.
and high school band for like 6 weeks. There's definitely sheet music for it.
Like the fucking
Not
Whiplash.
for-
Like Whiplash,
not
they
for
got
the
sheet
set.
music for.
That's what I'm saying. It's for all those sheet music is for the different drums.
Right.
Like when I went to college, you try, or whenever you're going into anything, they have a band, you can audition, and that's what they do.
Like a jazz ensemble?
Yeah, or whatever. Then they
Were you the inspiration for Whiplash?
No, but I'm saying I've done that before. Yeah. When you go in someone's office, there's a snare drum there, and they go, here, and they give you this piece of paper with music on it, and they go, play that.
And you're like, fuck.
And no, I just play it.
Oh.
Like, I don't remember that. When I was in 8th grade.
Those are the worst interviews ever.
I moved from Walton to Lawrenceburg, and I took band class, and I went in there for the very first day. I was like in a new school, I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I walked in there, and they're like, "Oh, we've been working on this song for weeks. Nobody could play it." I was like, "All right." Then they started playing it. I just played it, and they're like, "All right, you're the first drummer." I was like, and all the other dudes were like pissed off. I was like, well, it ain't my fault you can't read it.
Coming this December, straight to video release presents Bruce Leonard in Whiplash 2.
Dude, I remember in high school I went to
it's like the opposite. Like the student kicks everybody's ass instead of the teacher.
School the teacher?
Yeah. Like, fuck him. He don't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean, teacher?
Right.
What do you mean I'm not playing fast enough? You're not fucking conducting fast enough.
Right.
I remember in high school I went to a job interview for what was it, Castellini? For the fruit place, and they're all like, oh yeah, okay, so we'll, to fill out this application, and then there's a math test, and I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, I could just probably bullshit through this math test. It's pretty, I was like, how fucking hard could it be? So I've started fucking filled out the application, and all of a sudden I flip it over, and it's like adding, subtracting, and then multiplication, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we got division on here. I only got long division. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I was just fucking up and laughed.
It's like a pick of fruit, man, not fucking balancing the budget.
Yeah. That's dead serious. They had long division on this fucking test.
Like, so you want me to work the fucking books, too? Like, what the fuck?
so I had long division on this fucking test. And I was like, fuck this. So, I got up and I was just walked out, and they said, where are you going? I'm like, I said, I ain't fucking working here. I ain't fucking doing long division for your fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Bunch of assholes. That's
fuck this.
You're right.
I hate a long division.
You don't like anybody.
Yeah. I know. I was like, fucking assholes. Long division?
Man.
Really? What the fuck?
That's how Dusty B is, man.
I really, truly did not get math till I got to college, because I actually in high school I didn't give a fuck. And then once I got to college, I was like, well, I'm going to do IT. I guess I really need to learn how to do math.
I just was never good at it.
I'm not awesome at it, but eventually I had to eventually get it.
Math and science person, history and shit.
Yeah.
I never could get into math. And even science, chemistry is math, a lot of math.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more like a biology person, but same chemistry, I couldn't. I just don't, numbers fuck with my head.
Yeah.
I can't,
if you're
he can't math very good.
I can do regular shit, but once you start getting up into fucking calculus and algebra and shit, I'm like,
but see, the thing is, once you get to
they take a number out, X. What is X? What the fucking? When am I ever gonna see some shit like this in real life? I never seen nothing like this in real life. Now, if I was gonna be, like I said, an engineer or some shit, or like I said, you're doing IT, maybe you do mathematics, algebra, calculus, or something. But I'm like, everyday person doesn't do that.
Yeah, algebra is more common than you would think. But once you get into,
you're a carpenter or something.
No, not really. I mean, that would be if you're a carpenter, that's more like geometry. Algebra is more like my kids do fucking math now, where it's it doesn't say solve for X, but it'll have 5 plus what equals 13. To teach them basic math, but really it's fucking algebra. It's 13 minus 5 is what? They just don't word it that way. Mm-hmm.
For
once you get into calculus and shit, nobody fucking uses calculus unless you have a fucking engineering job or some shit. That's what I said.
Unless you work at NASA and you're fucking trying to calculate how to go to fucking Jupiter. It's
anymore engineers are usually everything's based off a computer. A computer does it for you. Makes your job a little bit easier. But for IT,
you know what it does too is make everybody stupid.
Yeah, it does. For IT, for discrete, I had to take discrete math in college, and that's pretty
discrete
fucking hard.
Math.
And it's called discrete math. Yeah, I know. It's it's secretive. Secretive math. I know.
Shh, we're doing math.
But what it does is it's like to do like for like
math.
programming and stuff like that. It's fucking stupid.
It's like dark web math.
No. Yeah, dark web math. Yeah. Hey, somebody do my homework for me.
The fuck is the dark web? Can you explain that to me?
The dark web?
Yeah, like,
so
you're a computer person.
All right, so basically, Tor is like the browser. Okay, Tor is the browser.
No, but I'm saying like.
So there's different nodes set up, or servers, should you say, set up like all over the world. So what it is, you basically jump from. So you basically start at the node. So like in the United States, you start at the node in the United States, and then you jump from another node to another node to another node. Then you're at your destination. So what it is, it makes it really hard to trace because you have to basically trace through every single node to figure out, because in every node it's a different IP address. So everyone's got a different IP, so it's really hard to trace. And then
the dark web really isn't like websites and shit.
It is. But it's websites.
But like what Bruce is thinking, like what is the dark? Like you can't just go to like a website.
No,
that's on the dark web.
It makes it sound like there's two different internets when they talk about it.
I mean, it kind of is.
Like that the dark web is its own internet. Like,
it is, because you can't access anything dark web. You can't access anything dark web.
Where is it? What is it? Where, like it just sounds like so mysterious.
Yeah, you can't access anything dark web from the regular internet.
How the internet
so everything,
works,
I think everything from what I can remember has like a dot. I think is it a dot onion web address? So it's like, it's always like some random like X, Y, F, 1, 2, 3, the web addresses or anything like that. So like you can get to you could basically, if you get to the dark web, they have like their own search engines. So like if you wanted to find something on the dark web, on the search, like when you first open up the dark web, you can go to a search engine and
just dark web Google.
It's like a dark web Google.
Saying.
Yeah, basically. And like
Google.
Google.
Dougal Hauser.
One's like called like DuckDuckGo or something like that.
Right.
So it's like you can type it in, and then whatever you want to find, it will eventually bring it up for you.
Right, but I'm saying, how do you get to the dark web?
You have to download Tor, the program called Tor, which you download that through the regular internet. So once you download Tor and you get that installed, it gives you access. Some internet service providers won't let you get to that. Won't let you get to Tor. Like they have it blocked. So like there are certain ports that you got to have open on your router, and the ISP has to have it open for you to get to it. So you have to, once you download Tor, you get that installed, you basically get on the browser and you can go from there. And like I said, when you jump on the browser, it does this thing where you got to go through every node, like
but you get what I'm saying is, when you hear people talk about it, they make it sound like
it is. They make it sound like a secret society. It's really not.
Right,
it's
like
really
it's
easy
its
to get
own
to.
Internet, like.
I mean, it kind of is its own internet,
and it's hidden away.
Well, it was for like the longest time.
Gotta find it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, where
but
do you find it? Like, is there a gate somewhere?
It's not like a secret society where somebody gives you a code, like, oh, here's your code. Right. It wasn't like a demonoid type shit. It's not like that. But it was like not a lot of people knew about it. And then once Silk Road became popular and people could buy drugs off there with like Bitcoin and stuff like that, it started getting really popular. There's all kinds of fucked up shit on there. So I mean there is normal shit on there too. Like,
I'm surprised eFucked ain't on the dark web.
You guess I'm sure there's
something even worse.
Onion.
Yeah. So there's like
there's probably snuff shit and bondage shit.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there's all kinds of fucked up
stuff that
shit
you wouldn't have like on regular Pornhub or something, like severe fetish.
They got Snuff Hub.
Right, but you know what I'm saying, like severe fetish shit.
But like a lot of it, you got to pay for. A lot of it's like Bitcoin, you got to pay for and things like that. So a lot of the transactions are made via Bitcoin, and it's hard to trace and stuff like that. So I mean, the internet it kind of is its own separate entity. I read that they're trying to make I think people that from what the fuck's that really smart fucking college? It's around the
MIT.
Yeah, MIT. They're trying to create another separate one that's. Like you can't break it, like the encryption on it's like you can't break it. So they're trying to make another type dark web,
a darker web.
But like it's more of like they try. I mean, the dark web is bad. I mean, there's like people with drugs and bad shit on there. But like journalists, with like the whole Snowden thing and things like that. But it's like journalists feel like they're was it First Amendment? I want to say rights are being violated.
Right.
So they want something like this to get the word out of like what the hell is going on and things like that. So I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. You know, there is bad shit on there, and people will use it for bad, but there's also people on there who use it for good.
Sure. Well, that's anything.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always people going to use something for good and somebody use it for bad.
Yeah.
You know, I just was always curious about what it was to begin with.
So it's basically
it always sounds so mysterious and weird. Like, you know, it's like, well, what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
It's like the black market for internet.
Kind of, yeah. It's based.
Well, I get it, but like if you're like me, you don't really understand computers. You know, it just sounds fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know, sounds mysterious. Like there's some kind of hole in the internet, like where
you just happen to get to it.
Yeah, or like where fucking weird shit.
It's its own. I think of its own. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I know a decent amount of it. It's basically its own separate entity. Like you can't get the sites from just the regular internet. But people have to set up their own nodes. Like you have to have people that want to do this, like participate in it. Like people are wasting their own money to set up.
No, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like that's another thing. Is like, you know, who runs it? Like how was it created?
So
like,
it was created by like college students from. I don't want to say it as MIT, but it was created like that. So eventually word got out like. Okay, so if you set up this node, we can, you know, we'll set up our own internet. So it was basically like we can set up our own internet. So like this is different, you know, this is something that's completely, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
somebody's paying to house all these servers and shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, people volunteer to like, you know, it takes up electricity and, you know, you got to have storage and there's only so much storage.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that. Yeah. So
it's not that Gucci guy.
It's not the fastest thing.
He's got all these servers and shit.
So it's not like crazy fast like the regular internet. I mean, it is slow. So I mean, you got to like work with it. You know what I mean? So I mean, we for IT for like training, we've accessed it just to be like, okay, this is the dark web. We don't suggest you doing it. This is a controlled environment.
Right.
Things like that. So you know, but.
Right,
if you want
to see pictures of dead bodies, this is good.
You can do that already, probably in a regular.
No, I know you can. Yeah. What I'm saying.
But like, you can get to it. I mean, Reddit is full of it. I think Reddit didn't start on dark web, but there was a lot of. Did
you see that Reddit's kicking off the Nazis?
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Everybody's kicking off the.
No,
Nazis,
I know, but I'm saying like everybody's getting rid of them now.
Yeah.
Like. So all the alt-right shit's getting shut down. And they're all like crying, "Run out free speech."
Yeah, we got rid of the Nazis before it was cool.
I'm just saying, like, I still think it's a very interesting argument, like, about the free speech and free speech of people.
Yeah, I was watching
who only use the free speech to fucking spread hatred and fucking, you know.
Right.
Like, dude, if that's all you're going to say, man, fuck you. You know,
I was watching an interview with Richard Spencer from earlier this week.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, wow, I'm actually, like, this is the first time I've ever really heard the guy speak.
Right.
And like, I'm sitting there, I'm listening to him, and I'm like, he's pretty much got a point. I mean, it is free speech. And he was saying, like, you know, he doesn't want, like, other people who already believe what he's saying to come to his rallies or his speaking engagements or whatever. He wants like people who don't agree with him to come because he likes the back and forth. He says as long as you don't get violent, you know, we won't have security throw you out. But I mean, if you can come and you want to like debate with me and stuff and keep it civil, that he fucking loves that. And I'm thinking like, what a dumbass. Like, why would you invite people you don't like to come see you? And it's just going to start a big fucking fight. And I'm sitting here, I'm listening to him some more. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's fucking dumb. Like, he's basically telling all these people that he doesn't agree with to fucking come to his fucking speaking engagements, but don't cause any fucking problems or fucking security will throw you out. And then it was like he was saying all this shit, and then the guy doing the interview was like, this is the same guy who just 2 weeks before spoke at such and such, and then 4 people that were his supporters got arrested for firing guns into a crowd. And it's like, yeah, man, I totally see why you don't want your fucking kind of people coming to your fucking shows.
Yeah.
Because they obviously fucking shoot at people.
Right. Because they're fucking assholes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But I totally agree with him on the whole First Amendment thing. I mean, and if you don't agree with him on the First Amendment thing, then you don't fully support the First Amendment.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like what's going on the internet now and shit. Or like, you know, if you're gonna have like the Daily Stormer, you know, like, well, okay, you can have it.
Like GoDaddy's kicking them off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, everyone's kicked them off now. They don't really have a host, I don't think. They had to go to Russia to find a host. And then even the Russia, I think, kicked them off too. But that's the point. It's like, yeah, he's free to do it, but nobody has to support. No one has to host his shit. You go in the dark web, fuck. And make. That's what my point is. These fucks should go back into their fucking closets where they've been for all these years, and they just decided lately that it's okay for them to come out. You know, fuck you. Go back in your hole.
Yeah,
you can come out and say whatever you want, but I'm gonna tell you to fuck off every single time.
We've definitely reached our limit here, but I do want to end on this. I think the real problem with the internet is white on white crime. Like certain people calling other people crackers on the internet. I think white on white crime needs to stop. Bruce, share your thoughts on that if you will.
Well, like I said before, there's a list of things that are acceptable on Facebook if you go there. Like one, Holocaust denial, totally acceptable.
9/11.
Calling the Obamas monkeys, totally acceptable. Yeah, 9/11 is an inside job, totally acceptable. Blatant racism, misogyny, totally acceptable. Calling a white guy a cracker, unacceptable. 3-day ban.
What gets me is like a white guy calling another white guy a cracker is fucking racist.
No, here's what happened. I told you before, but I made a meme, and I didn't even make it because it's fucking even funny. I really did it for nostalgia.
Yeah.
It was like, and it was, you know, it's pertinent to Trump. So
right.
I got some pictures of from Fat Albert, and I did their standard bit that they always do. It's like, you know, Donald Trump be like school in July. Like, how's that? Like, no class. I ain't a strip. And I post a meme, and then some alt-right fuck was like, this guy's a racist. It's like, I'm a racist for fucking
I don't see how you're racist.
Because they're pussies, and they think that any white person who isn't a white supremacist is a race traitor or whatever. That's what they think.
Okay.
So he's like, he's racist. And I was like, fucking, how's that make me racist? And I go, fuck yourself, cracker.
He didn't call you like a beta cuck or anything like that?
He was going to, but I fucking attacked first.
That's like their go-to, like, you beta cuck.
Yeah, exactly. You cook, beta cook. Anyway, so I called him a cracker, and so he reported me to Facebook. So when I went to go on Facebook, it says your session is expired.
Yeah.
And then log in, and it was like, you have violated the community standards, and we had to remove something that you posted on Facebook.
You know what you call that?
What?
You've been Zuckerberg.
Yes, Zuckerberg. Yeah. No, so
I thought it was just you've been zucked.
It says right on the bottom it shows what they removed.
Right.
So it's like, you violate community standards. We had to remove what you posted. Here it is. It said, fuck yourself, cracker.
Why didn't you try to fight it?
So I knew right then.
You should have tried to fight it.
What? Oh, yeah.
Is there?
You can
repeal
like it. Yeah, you can repeal it. And they'll say, oh, we apologize. We checked, and, you know, that's cool. All you could have done is just gone and done the repeal and been like, I'm a white guy calling another white guy a cracker.
Yeah.
Right.
And they'd have been like, that's cool.
And the dude's a white supremacist.
That was my point. Yeah, it was like, he's an alt-right white supremacist.
Yeah.
Like, I called him a cracker because he said I was a race traitor or whatever, and then I just wanted to fucking rub saltines in his wound.
Dude, that Tasteless Gentleman group, they're racist as fuck in that group.
Oh, yeah, the Tasteless Gentleman group's not for the faint of
horribly
heart.
Racist. Like, yeah. I've been meaning to invite Bruce to that group, but he's been banned. I was going to do it today, and I was like, oh, fuck, Bruce is banned. I can't invite him to this group. Dude, they're horribly racist, dude.
You know what'll happen if you put me in.
Terribly racist,
Bruce will get kicked the fuck out.
No, I say, you know that I won't last very long.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see something.
Yeah.
I'll set that shit on fire.
Whenever. You think we should do it?
Bruce will fucking...
I think we should do it.
If we invited Bruce to that group.
Yeah.
Bruce's head would probably fucking explode.
I think so,
from all the shit that he would see.
It's
No, I'd start calling them scumbags.
This is probably like the worst group I've ever been in. Like, I check it and I'm like, holy fuck, holy shit.
First of all, is it like?
Oh my god.
Is it like white supremacists and racists, like talking shit, or is it like racist jokes?
It honestly, it's probably a bunch of fucking keyboard cowboys fucking talking shit.
It's a lot of stuff, man. Yeah.
Like it ranges anywhere from like Bob's and Vagine memes,
right,
to like, you know, how many Jews can you fit in an ashtray of a Volkswagen?
Yeah,
you know, or how many Jews can you fit in a Volkswagen or some shit? You know?
Right.
That like there's like weird. Like pedophilia type jokes. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's literally come up with this shit?
Like every bad thing. I haven't seen bronies on there.
It's like the lowest gutter humor that you could
pretty much.
Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Lots of like weird accident videos. People getting cut in half. It's kind of like snuff films.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's really weird. Cause like the Taste of Gentlemen Facebook page ain't like that, but like the private group is like. Because when I saw they had a Facebook, like a group, I was like, oh, fuck, this would be kind of cool doing because the fucking shit they post in their page is hilarious. And all of a sudden, like if a black guy posts in that page, like, oh, God, they start calling like the N-word. I'm like, holy shit, this is fuck. I don't say anything in this group. I just go in there and look at it.
I don't do it either. And every time somebody posts something like, I'm glad all these fucking members are so active on this page. Fucking fags.
Yeah.
And I just sit there like, I'm not even going to comment on that.
No. I'm like, fuck this. I just go there and look at it to see. Every once in a while, like there's like a funny
shit show.
Yeah, there's like a funny meme on there, but I was just like, dude, fucked up, man.
Why would you want to fucking be in the internet Klan rally? I mean, that's basically what it is.
I'm not I'm in there like, cause sometimes I'll post like pictures of like funny stuff, like funny memes. Like some memes in there are funny, like just a general meme. Like I've never seen that one before.
Well, you know? If you want to see something, you can put me in there, but. I ain't gonna be quiet.
Well, the thing is that if their big thing is like they don't ban people. It's like so they say. So, but there's people who've been banned.
I promise.
Yeah.
I'll just go there all day and call them scumbags until they just throw me out.
Bruce going to get a battery pack for his phone.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking
your phone's gonna fucking explode, dude. Yeah. Just your brain's your head's probably gonna explode.
First of all, do you know how many times I've done this?
I'm sure you've done it a lot. But like,
there's a lot of ruthless motherfuckers in this group.
There is.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. I think that's all they do all day is just sit on their fucking keyboards and just type shit. I would be surprised if any of them actually had jobs. Because, I mean, it's a constant feed, and not just the same person posting a lot of shit. It's like, if you check it in the morning, and then at night,
later?
Yeah, even an hour later, there's thousands upon thousands of posts that you didn't see. Right. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy.
Here. How many people are in this fucking group?
Like, it's in the thousands.
It's a lot. It's a lot now, and like it didn't take no long for it to grow either.
No.
Jesus,
it was bad.
There's so much scumbaggery on the internet. It's fucked up, man.
I prefer to call it douchebaggery, but that's just me. You know, so it's the same thing. Yeah, potato.
Here, Bruce, I'll let, don't comment on anything on my thing, but I'll let you look at it. Nah. Here it is.
We'll let him look at it when we're going to close the show out. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. Eventually, I'll get the audio up. If anybody who actually watches listens to the audio later, I don't fucking know. But technical difficulties are a motherfucker. It happens. That being said, go Preds. Go whoever you're liking in the World Series.
Astros.
The Browns still suck. Basketball's starting. I don't know who's good in that yet. Go local sports team. Whoop whoop. That being said, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
And I'm Leffer Slope and Dusty B.
And I'm Bruce Leonard.
And we out of here.
Peace.